Oh, it's not working. Hold on 1 second. It's supposed to. Oh, it's because it did that. Okay. You can hear Mutt talk? Because it is showing the bar not moving as if sound is not going through. Yes, you only hear me. I've got to fix that. Oh, man. How did I do this? Okay, sorry, technical difficulties. Give me one moment, everybody. I don't know why it's not seeing it. It's so weird. Go ahead and speak. Okay, maybe let me click this and see if this does it. Well, that is not working. Oh! Say something now. No, that's not working. I'm so sorry, y'all. Give me just a moment while I fix this. Delete. What's A? Okay, that's the wrong one. Sorry, y'all. I might have to go back to the YouTube video. I had to figure this out. See, that's working. So why is... There it is. Oh, no. It's a beta program, so it's not always the best. Okay, now speak.
Test 1 2, test 1 2,
We
mic
are
check.
working. Sorry.
All right. Well, thank you for waiting for our technical difficulties, but welcome, current and future viewers, to the Tales of Pageos. We have our wonderful players here. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourselves?
I am Blondie, and I'm playing Mira, who is a coastal merfolk cleric looking for her brother.
Hi, I'm Noodle. I am a Gerbine, and I'm looking for my other Gerbine.
My name is Chum. I'm just a local barbarian.
I'm Blazer playing as Echo, and I just want money.
Sorry. Just making
So,
sure it didn't pick me up twice.
With our eclectic group here, we'll go into a brief recap over our previous session. This group was sent on a mission to go find an individual who had hired thugs to go to Looter's Haven, which was a floating city that was a pirates enclave and hideaway that enforced a strict neutrality upon upon the boards and planks that make up the haven. This individual had hired thugs to go and break that neutrality and try to steal an item while on Looter's Haven, and as such, this group was sent out to go find that person and bring them back to Looter's Haven, or at the very least, mete out the justice required for breaking the neutrality. But this group managed to go to a town of Crow Harbor, located on one of the many islands of the archipelago. And within that town, they spent some time, they made some enemies, they made some friends, and then they made some more enemies. But they did eventually manage to find their man. In the process, though, they may have caused a little bit of trouble for said man, as the local government then started trying to hunt him and arrest him. But luckily, the group had found him first and managed to spirit him away onto their ship, and they have set sail away from Crow Harbor and away from the guards who are looking for the man that they have rescued. So, that is where we're picking up today. You all are sailing away from Crow Harbor. I believe you are beginning to set your way back to Looter's Haven, or set sail back to Looter's Haven.
Yeah.
And I assume we're trying to go pretty speedily.
I mean, that's completely up to you, Navigator.
Well, what do I gotta roll to see which direction we're going again?
Okay, so for the next 2 days or so of travel, go ahead and roll me a navigation check. So for that, since it's been a while since the last time we did it, you're going to be using your ship skill as the navigator.
Yes. Will you remind me how to do that? Is it like
So now that we are fully integrating our naval method here, you'll be rolling a d20 plus your intelligence, and then do you have your first level of skill as a navigator yet?
I don't know.
I do not believe so.
I remember. I don't think so. Let me.
You started your training, but you
but I
did not
haven't
finish it.
progressed
Okay.
it.
So then you will not be adding your sailor's die to this roll yet. But once you are proficient, at least at a base level with a navigator, then you'll be able to add your sailor's die to this roll as well. However, Echo, being the captain and being level 1 in his captaincy, is able to provide you with a bonus. So it essentially he's able to essentially give you advantage on this roll.
All right. Are you gonna help me out there, buddy? Or are you gonna focus on learning your captain stuff?
Yeah,
Well,
we're trying the hell out of here.
In this instance, because everyone's so new, he's still able to train and help you.
Perfect.
But in future, when he's not the one training you and you're just doing things on your own, then it's less likely for him to be able to train himself and do this, because everyone's learning all at the same time, and so he's essentially learning his duties as well as teaching you yours. But as his duties start to spread away from your duties, then he won't be able to do the same.
Yes. All right. Do you care if I roll my physical dice?
Go ahead.
Well, my first roll was a 2, but Blazer's my buddy and gave me advantage, so I got a 17 plus 2, so that's a 19.
Okay, so you are on you've managed to set the correct heading. set the correct path as far as you're aware, based off of where you are in relation to the island, the maps you have available, and all that sort of thing. And with that roll, there is no, not blah, 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 sorry. There is not going to be any delays in like you going in a
Hey, I
slightly
didn't
wrong
go the
direction
wrong
or
way this
something.
time.
Yes.
Do
So-
I need to do any roles for training the crew?
So remember, training either the crew or yourselves is just an action you can take as basically downtime during your sailing. Once you reach a certain threshold of amount of times trained, either for you or the crew, that is when you'll take a check to see if that training has solidified within you and you level up. Essentially, your sailing abilities. Just to give you guys a proper rundown, the crew has been trained 4 times so far.
So they're better at their job than I am at mine.
Well, they're still level 0. They've spent 4 instances of downtime training, and so that's kind of how I'm measuring this. It's like how many instances of downtime have they been training in this, that, or the other thing.
Gotcha.
So the crew has been training 4 instances of downtime. Echo has also trained himself in captain for 4 instances of downtime. Noodle, same, 4. Mira, same, 4. Chum, because you have been training the crew and not yourself, you still do not have any specific trainings in your gunnery role.
Okay.
So
I need to spend some time on my gunnery roll.
yeah. Well, if you want to get your sailing die added to your attacks, yes, you do.
Yeah.
So, for this first 2 days of travel, one of you, go ahead and roll me a d20. It'll just be a base d20.
Nice.
Okay. So, with that roll, the first 2 days of travel, you have clear weather all ahead. You move at your full speed because your navigator has directed you to where you need to go, and it seems to be good. And with that high roll, the navigator doesn't need to keep on checking at this point. You have traveled your full 2 days of travel, which gets you a fourth of the way back.
Woohoo, we're getting there.
Yeah. So, during these 2 days of travel, you have an instance of downtime. What would you like to do with your instance of downtime? Now, keep in mind, you can do this not just for ship stuff, but for anything personal that you or your characters want to do. Also, is there anything during this time that you want to do that is not like labeled within the downtime of like not something that would take a lot of time? Like, I don't know, talking to the crew or to your passenger or this, that, or the other thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna go talk to Mr. Dude. Mr. Brizen.
I'm gonna join. I want to join you.
Okay.
Brizon.
I will ask for your downtime activities first, just so that we can get that out of the way.
Oh, I'm gonna do a little prayer and then I'm gonna practice navigating.
Okay.
I actually had another question.
Yes.
You mentioned that the quartermaster had a bunch of stuff to do during downtime, but you never elaborated.
Let me double check here. Quartermaster. So, I will get back to you on that. Because I'm fairly sure I wrote them down somewhere, but I don't remember where. My apologies.
All right, then I'll use this downtime to practice.
Excuse me. Sorry.
And to be fair, without your first level of quartermaster training, anything you do try to do quartermaster wise would be not as effective.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so training, Echo,
Training.
training. All right, come.
Yeah, I'm gonna work on hopefully finishing up our cruise training.
Okay, so with that, Chum, go ahead and roll me either a persuasion or intimidation, your choice. Okay. Through your teachings and through that sort of things you have the crew working at a base level of efficiency with this ship. Like they knew how to be sailors before, but now they know the ins and outs of this ship, and get an additional bonus towards the ship actions just in general. And the crew has leveled up to level 1.
Awesome.
Echo, go ahead and roll me an intelligence check. It could be. Let's see here. What options do we got in your intelligence? Could be. Nope. I would say you could do history or investigation. I'll give it to you for like it basically retaining your own training and learning to do this better. Okay, so you've succeeded on that DC. You are now. Oh wait, sorry, you're already level 1. You didn't have to make that. I bet. Noodle.
Worries.
Mm-hmm.
Same roll. Intelligence, either history or investigation. Your choice. Yeah, you definitely got it. All right, you are now a level 1 quartermaster. And Mira,
All right. Same roll or different roll?
investigation or history. Your choice.
All right. I'm proficient in history, so here we go. That's a 5 plus 4 is a 9.
Okay. Thankfully, it's only level 1. So you got it.
Yay!
DC was pretty low to get to level
I
1.
was like, I didn't even make 10. I'm not leveling up with you guys.
Imagine.
Alright, gotta use
So.
a different die next time.
That does mean that everyone but Chum is to a level 1 proficiency with their roles on the ship. What that means for general day-to-day stuff is that any actions that you take within your role, you get to add your sailing die to, which is a D4 currently. As you get higher levels, you get to add a higher die. So instead of a D4, a D6, instead of D6, a D8, etc., etc. And then there's also, like I said, the quartermaster and some others have some specific actions that they're able to do now that they are trained, but we will get to that when I am not on the spot and looking at my notes. So, with that, we will go to your questions. Questioning
Brazon.
Brazon, yes.
Who else coming with?
I said I'll come with.
Alright. So,
The same one on.
I'm gonna go down.
Do you have Brazon under guard, locked away somewhere, or is he free to roam?
I vote for
Him
free
and his
to
daughter.
roam because, I mean, it's my fault he's in this mess.
What do you think, Echo?
Yeah, you're the captain,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah, you're
That's
the
fine.
captain.
Luckily,
You can roam
it ain't my
free.
ship. He steals something. I don't give a shit.
And if he
I
escapes, we
overcome
have a mermaid to chase after him.
True that.
Yeah, that too. And also multiple snipers.
All right.
Okay, so
I
Brazan
doubt that he's
is
jumping ship in the middle of the ocean.
You never know.
Brazan is most likely to be found on the deck. He does not get away with just not doing anything. Occasionally, he has to do chores because it's a ship. Everyone has to fucking do shit. But but yeah, oftentimes whenever he has a moment to himself, you will find him on the deck. So that is where you approach him now.
So, I just wanted to say I was sorry. I didn't mean to blab to the guy that hired you that we were looking for you. Do you accept
In
my
this instance, you had no way to know that was the man who hired me.
Well, I mean, how long have you known Mr. Finorin?
Only in passing, due to my son's work with him. The only reason why he came to me with the work is because he knew my son.
But why did you accept the work?
Work is work.
Work is work. I mean, that's fair. That's why I'm helping these guys. So I get that. That makes sense. Can you tell us anything that he might have told you about the hiring of the people for this job? Like, did you know what they were going to do or anything?
I mean, I was told the man they were looking for and the object that the man stole and what they were trying to retrieve.
Inside
Do you
check.
know?
I want to know if
Do
he
you
knows
know if
more.
he knows what this artifact is?
Can I inside check it?
Say again, sorry? Yes, you can inside check.
Okay.
What was that? Nope.
Does he know what this artifact is?
It's a 21.
He was just given a description.
Okay, does he know if
he was-
Nor knows?
He was just given a description.
Okay, gotcha.
I rolled a 21.
21, he sees no point in lying to you.
Okay, perfect.
Is the impression you get. He sees no point in lying to you now.
Well, what'll you do when we make it back to Looter's Haven? You and your daughter. Do you have a plan? Do you need help getting settled? Finding work? Do you have any contacts?
If we're going to Looter's Haven, then I'll find something. It's the home of cutthroats, is it not?
Yeah, I know. I want to make sure you and your daughter will be okay. I can recommend a really nice place to stay, but I mean it's underwater, so I don't know how you feel about that.
I do not have the means.
Do you happen? We rushed you out of your house. Do you happen to have anything to live off of for a little while?
My skills?
I'm gonna do something a little weird for me, and I'm gonna give him 10 gold.
Okay. Yeah.
The guilt.
He
the
looks
guilt
at-
is strong.
He looks at you with shock.
You
but
have
accepts.
a kid. I don't have a kid. You need this more than I do.
I even look at her with shock as well.
Wrong.
I'm gonna raise my eyebrow at her.
Hey, y'all don't have kids, okay? You don't know how
Do
expensive
you?
they can. No, but I've heard they are wildly expensive. Okay, they need things to live.
Maybe when they're a princess.
Everybody's a princess in their own world.
The urge to quote Critical Role. The urge to quote Critical Role. I'm gonna move past it. Alright. I'm good.
I don't have any other questions. If anybody else has any other questions,
I do.
okay, I'm gonna let you keep going.
I take out the medallion and I ask him, "Does this look familiar to you?"
Yes. It's the symbol of not our organization anymore, but
Can you tell me more about it?
well, I mean, the majority of our organization is composed of smugglers and other such illegal types on the sea. That's where the anchor comes in. But then we have the occasion. We take the occasional job of the more deadly variety, and that's where the dagger comes in. So across anchor and dagger, and on the backside, the vines represent the Pearl Harbor, since it's so well known for its vineyards.
So I know the job came from Fenorin, and you hired some guys you knew were expendable for it.
Mhm.
Did you happen to know if there were any other people in your old organization involved in this job, or did it just strictly come through a weird Fenorin chain?
I was approached via Fenorin. I informed the organization
Hmm.
of the job, and then was given the go-ahead.
Okay. So, okay. Fenorin is not affiliated with the organization.
Oh goodness, no.
Do you know who he
To
might
be honest,
be
I was
affiliated with?
The governor, and well, more appropriately, he is affiliated with Lucian Nightfreeze.
Lucian.
Lucian
Oh, we
is
saw his picture.
Lucian is the merchant patron who oversees the Crow Harbor and much of the island it's on. Once it was discovered, the soil being good for growing somehow. I don't know the intricacies of planting and growing and all that. You'd have to ask my son. You'd have to ask my son about that. But
Oh no! We left him behind. But you didn't
it's
want this
honestly
life for
for the
him?
better.
But are you gonna miss
It's
him?
honestly. He's my son.
Should we? No, we shouldn't write him a letter to tell him where you are, because then the other people might know. I'm sorry.
I mean, he did
As
say he didn't want to be around his father.
Yeah, well, every kid says that. They don't mean it. I don't have a father, so, like, I know what it. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to break up your family.
it is an unfortunate reality. My work.
Okay. And I'm gonna give him
But
2
yes.
silver because the guilt.
Okay.
Holy crap.
Lord
Man's
have
never gonna turn down free money.
Hey man,
But,
I'm building a relationship here.
Uh-huh.
You're bribing a relationship.
Exactly.
Why
He
So-
will always be happy when I come around because I give money.
You've already long past overpaid for that relationship.
Yeah, but
So-
I started feeling guilty again.
So, the original question was about Fenorin, right? No, sorry, he was talking about Fenorin.
Yes.
So, Lucian, once Lucian discovered the richness, I don't know agriculture or I don't know growing terms. The how good the soil was. He searched out Fenorin specifically due to his experience and wisdom in growth and farming and all such things. Paid him, brought him to Crow Harbor, and had set him controlling the vineyards and allowed him his pet project of the tropical fruits, and has since raked in massive amounts of money from both. So if Fëanor truly answers to anyone, it would probably be Lucian. Although Lucian, because he is the merchant patron, is the direct superior to the governor.
Yes.
Lucian also appointed the governor to be the governor of the place. So,
Does anyone else have anything they want to ask?
No, my questions were answered.
I'm just watching you two.
Anyone know what we're having for dinner tonight?
my daughter might know. She's been helping out in the galley.
Oh, that's so helpful. I think I might go find out. And I'm gonna go off towards the galley.
Yeah. Do you find his daughter?
Oh, hi! I'm sorry for scaring you earlier. What was your name again?
Shannon,
Shannon.
I think, right?
Yeah, it was to Shannon.
It's desperately searching notes. Yeah. Okay.
Shannon, I have told that you have been an exceptional help to the chef in here. I really heard that he couldn't make all this food good without you. So what are you making tonight?
Well, I mean, there's only so much to do with hardtack and sailing rations. Although we do have some of the local fruits and such from Crow Harbor that haven't gone bad, so we're looking to use most of that up today and tomorrow before they do, and then any sort of after that, the only really sort of fresh food we would have would be any sort of fish or anything like that we could catch ourselves.
Oh. Well, that sounds delightful. Are you liking helping the chef?
Yes. I mean, I'm used to cooking and taking care of household duties and such, so I'm comfortable with it.
Oh, that's good. I was never allowed in the kitchens where I come from. They called me a walking disaster sometimes. But so it's nice to see someone who excels at that and isn't mean about it.
I don't. I'm sorry.
Oh no, don't be. I was just trying to compliment you.
I was mainly talking about how you were treated, but
Oh
thank you.
yeah, it happens. It's what happens when you live in a temple. Everybody gets cranky. So
You lived in a temple?
oh yes, I've been following the god Tempest for most of my life. He's was my parents' patron, and he's my patron. He's a pretty cool guy. Makes me strong, feel good.
I do not know of many priests in my father's line of work.
Oh, yeah, it's a little unexpected at times. But so you're moving? Are you excited?
Terrified, but
Yeah.
we're not arrested.
I mean,
We're dead.
That's a bonus. I gave your dad some money, so make sure to make him buy you something nice with it, okay?
Okay.
How close were you and your brother?
Fairly close. I mean, I respected and understood him trying to stay away from my father's work. I mean, I also stayed out of my father's work, but I did not have anywhere else to go.
Yeah.
So
you must have visited him several times, maybe brought him lunch while he was working? How was that?
oftentimes they eat while out in the fields, and it's not something like like a home cooked meal
You didn't
per
go visit
se.
him or anything, though?
Occasionally, more often I visited him after he was done working, though. I don't have quite the freedom of movement that my father does in terms of going around the city without being questioned.
Oh, I see, I see. So what did you think of that old elf guy he works with? He seems pretty cool, right? You know anything about him?
He looked after my brother. He was kind. He seemed obsessed with his trees and his orchard, but nothing untoward.
Oh, okay, well, thanks for talking with me. Have fun cooking. And I'm just gonna leave.
Thank you. I guess.
I'm gonna wave and smile as I'm walking away.
Okay. So, is there anything else? Any other interactions, maybe between each other, or with both with you and the crew, or anything like that?
I'm gonna go talk with Chum if I can.
Okay.
Mm,
He
So,
doesn't sound so happy about that.
I'm sorry I opened my big trap. We were getting nowhere with anybody. Nobody knew anything, and the old guy kind of seemed trustworthy. Maybe I'm a sucker. I don't know. And then I blabbed, and then it happened to be him all along, and I wanted to say I was sorry. This was your quest and all, and we're just kind of helping you. And I did not help.
it's fine. It kind of revealed who we were dealing with.
Yeah, it sounds like we're dealing with that Lucian Nightbreeze guy. Do you think the blacks will know anything about that? That it's the guild merchants, it sounds like, trying to get this sphere of the... what's it called? Heavens?
Fear of the head.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's a character model.
It's a good possibility. It's a high-end item.
Okay. Well, I
So,
really just came to apologize.
being that, I don't even want to know what the pirate lords might have in store learning this information.
Oh, and I wanted to say, in that fight, you were taking the hits too. It was nice to see someone else stand in tow. Well, we're gonna have to fight sometime. I really gotta see if you hit hard.
I wouldn't want to see you on the ground again.
Well, hey. Now we really gotta fight, okay? Those are fighting words. But you can't cheat and do that weird wolf thing with your face, cause that's not fair, okay?
And a bit terrifying.
But I will graciously take off my armor and we can punch each other and see what happens. That way nobody dies
one of these
because we're not
days when the
using
job
blades.
is done.
Sounds like a fun time. Okay. I'm just gonna walk away. I'm done conversing.
I'm going to be spending the rest of my time working on learning this ballista in and out.
Yep, I'm going to
Sure.
look at the maps.
So, with that being the case, we will go back to the next 2 days of travel. So, go ahead. Someone not Noodle. Roll me a d20.
Banned.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
Oh no.
Oh no.
So it's yet another 2 days of clear weather. There is no delays. There is no. You think I would make it so easy as to say high is good and
I
low
know
is bad?
it. They're all
No.
like random.
Yeah, no, from the first time we traveled, I figured they were random, but still, just seeing a low number is just.
We just gotta report
But
that
yeah.
dice and put it in jail.
For the next 2 days, you have managed to make good headway and have made the next quarter of your trek. It's I will say it's slightly slower going back to Looter's Haven, due to the winds are typically going in a northwesterly direction. So like you're having to tack into the winds. But luckily, due to you being in a sloop and the sloop's sails being able to tack that in that sort of way that allows you to use that wind still, you're still going full speed. But it does take you like an additional day's worth of travel to get back to Looter's Haven than it does to get to Crow Harbor in the first place. As long as, you don't get lost on your way. But, okay. So, the next instance of downtime, what does everyone wish to do? Does anybody have any specific actions they wish to do, or is it training?
Echo keeps on training.
Okay.
Same.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Training the navigating. Try and
Okay.
match the maps to the stars.
Okay, so then we have... And you're training yourself, right, Chum? Like you're training gunnery?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
On the second day, instead of training, or is that like one downtime or is
So-
it two downtimes?
It's one downtime over 2 days because
Oh, okay, never mind then.
truthfully, you all have stuff to do throughout the day of sailing. So when I give downtime, it's more of like you have a few hours here and there in between what else you're doing on the ship to accomplish tasks, right? So like because you still have jobs and such that you're doing on the ship during day-to-day sailing.
Yes.
Okay, Echo, it's now your turn.
Oh, lovely. Oh, dog. For the D20, right?
No, for the intelligence, or sorry,
Oh,
the history or investigation check.
delightful.
Your DC is higher because you're going to a higher level.
Mm-hmm. Make sure
He gets the
advantage is
plus
off.
D4, right?
Not for trying to increase his die.
Oh, this is okay. Never mind. Sorry.
Okay,
Silly
so but
goose.
you do make it. You do make it. So you are now level 2 in captaining,
Yeah.
and we'll go over what that sort of what bonuses are involved in that when we get to combat, because that's
Gotcha.
a lot of what the captain's bonuses are in combat.
Sounds good.
Okay, so do. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. So we have that being done. So that's all the trainings and stuff. So then that's the downtime. Does again, no other special interactions? Is there anything you want? If not, we'll just go to the next roll.
I'm good on my end.
Someone not noodle, someone not chum.
Blazer, you want to roll it or should I?
Oh, what the? Oh, I'm dumb. I fucked up the roll. You go. That's a bad omen.
10.
Oh no.
10? Okay.
On the money.
It looks like you have clear weather.
Nice.
So,
Thank God.
you begin to make your trek. I will ask for the downtime, but we will not just go ahead after that. So just give me your downtime stuff.
Oh, I
more
have
training?
plans. I am
Training.
not training in my downtime.
Cool.
I am
Okay.
checking out Kelsat and Thrasat? No, I got their names mixed up. Ah, fudge. I was just reading them. Keltas and Thrasat, I'm checking them out. Which one of them looks stronger?
Okay. In pure physical strength or
Just
in
like
fighting capability?
physicality, like their arm muscles. Which one
Thrasat.
looks like the Thrasat? Alright, I'm gonna go up to
Thrasat. He is an old dwarf,
Oh,
but even when you look at him, his arms and chest are bound in cords of muscle. And he is well tanned from being out in the sun all day, as you do in a ship. But he is an experienced, or at least older than the average sailor,
alright.
which gives credence to his survivability.
So I'm gonna go up to him where he's doing his carpentry work. Hey!
Real quick, Echo and Noodle training.
Yep.
Okay. Continue, sorry.
I don't mean
American.
to judge a book by its cover, but you look like you'd be really good in a fight.
Fighting? Haven't truly been good in a fight since I was much younger.
I know, but
Still,
you've got that wiseness of age. You don't have any real insight about a good fight? Any tips you might have?
yeah, well, there's many tips and tricks that someone picks up over the years of fighting, but not something that's easily just described. It's more experienced.
Okay, well, you know the other, not crewmate, but, the officer?
Officer?
That's the word I was thinking of, yes. The other crew officer, Keltas? She looks tough,
Yes.
too. You think she'd be good in a fight? I was gonna ask her to spar, but you might know her better.
She is good in a fight. She is still in the prime of her life and does not have old age to slow or wear down on
Have
her
you
bones.
seen her fight before? You know if she has any tells she likes? Like she likes to lean left first, or...
I haven't personally seen her fight, no. She, like me, does not have a set crew that
I just
she
didn't
travels
know if y'all
with.
happened to be
So
on a boat before together or not.
we have before, but not one that had a lot of fighting on it.
Oh, okay. Well, I really appreciate you talking to me. I see you're pretty good with woodwork.
It's my life's work.
Well, I'm gonna let you get back to it. Thanks. I'm gonna pat him on his back and I'm gonna go hunting for Keltas.
Okay, Keltas is not hard to find.
Are you busy right now?
I'm always busy on a ship, but I have time. Why?
'Cause I think we could do something fun.
I don't play dice.
No, heavens no, me neither. I would be piss poor gambling if I tried. Okay, well, you see, my friend Chum there, he's pretty tough too, and he's been training our crewmates. And
I've seen.
He's pretty good, but I think they could really prosper from seeing a real fight. And I was wondering if you would fight me. We'll take off our armor, no blades, and just fight it out. I really need to fight somebody.
I mean,
I need to get hit, somebody else needs to get hit, and you look really capable, and I think maybe you could beat me. I don't know, maybe I could beat you. It looks like it would be fun.
risking an injury while you're on the open ocean is usually not.
That's fair. We could set rules, though.
Hold on, I have a question.
Yes.
Aren't you still on 1 HP?
No, we long
No.
rested. I healed.
Okay, good.
It's been several long rests by now.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, we're gonna
He's
long
asking-
rest again. I can go for a
like-
fight. I need
Like,
to
that
punch
would be
somebody.
terrible.
Asking for these fights when 1 HP is.
He asks for a
Probably-
fight, gets a love tap, falls over.
I I
Well, that
mean,
was anticlimactic.
like, we can do, like, no real bodily injury. Once you start getting bruised a little bit, we can call it and just hands up, hey. But that way they get, like, some experience of seeing people who don't know each other, aren't just practicing hitting each other, so that if something does happen and we do get in a fight, they at least can see what people do when they're really under it, you know?
That's what Gemma's been training them for.
Yeah, but they know each other now. They've fought each other countless times. I mean, it might
They-
only have been 6. But anyways, still,
Fighting
they're familiar with one another.
again, risking bodily injury, not something done in the open sea. I don't know if you've been paying attention. They haven't been fighting each other. They have been training using training materials that we've just cobbled together on the ship.
Alrighty.
I do not know if you truly understand the death sentence that having an injury on the open ocean can be.
Alright, well, thanks anyways. And I'm just gonna leave down.
Okay.
The resistance to
Echo?
not entertain this.
Echo, you would know that this is absolutely not something that
Oh yeah,
that, pir-
100%.
that pirates especially do.
Yeah, you know, depending on where she is, I hope I'm hearing this.
I mean, I wasn't being
The
quiet,
only-
so
You're
anybody
really
walking
bad.
by could have heard me trying to fight somebody.
The only time pirates fight each other on pirate ships is like when there's a mutiny going on. So like
Or, like, if we get in another boat fight and they get close enough and
I
they
was, like,
board us,
boarding.
everybody needs to know how to fight.
Yeah,
They
it's
know
so
how to
boring.
fight.
She just wants to
Just
get her
gonna go
anger out.
sit and
She wants
eat my
bloodshed.
ration and
Yeah.
stare out over the seas. Sad that I didn't get to find anybody today.
Uh, do we need to have a boxing match?
Yeah, I start getting a little tense. Did you come up to me, chum? Are you asking me?
I'm assuming we all overheard this whole conversation.
it's completely. Keltas would definitely be
You should probably
out
raise
and
your voice
about
at me.
amongst other people. She didn't necessarily raise her voice at you, but she was very firm in her saying, "This isn't done."
This is not how we do things.
So that you have a little bit more background about your fellow officers that you've hired. Thrassa, a long time ago, he was a member of an actual pirate crew under one of the pirate lords. Since then, he has earned his way out of he's not in debt to anyone anymore, and due to his age, he has retired from the pirating life, but has now since just been a carpenter for hire, essentially, for any ships that need. Keltes was actively in a pirate crew not that long ago, but due to some circumstances, the crew was got into a few too many scuffles, and a few too many of them were missing limbs, and they gave it to new management, and in the new management brought in their own people for their officers. So since then, Keltes has been a person for hire, an officer for hire for various ships. But yeah, Keltis has a point.
Oh, I know.
If I recall, Mira's a cleric, right?
Yes, I'm a cleric.
Yes.
Alright. So, I'll tell you what, I'll entertain this, but you're gonna have to take care of the healing if there's any damage.
I mean, of course. And we set rules. I'm not gonna go break your arm just for funsies. So,
All right, I'll let
no
you
armor.
get some.
And we just punch each other, or I mean, obviously not just punch each other. We just unarmed fight each other. And then, hey, I'll know what you can do in a fight. You'll know what I can do in a fight, and we can plan better, so I don't end up on the ground.
Well, let's have at it. Say, whoever gets the first 5 hits in.
Oh, that might be a little too far. I think you might punch a little harder than I do. Let's do 3 punches and you're out. If you get 3 hits, you're out. First person to
Alrighty.
land 3 hits is out. Yeah. Where's the winner?
Wins.
Yes. Okay. So I'm gonna take off my
I'm gonna
armor.
watch this from a distance.
Yeah, well,
I
I mean,
think-
I'm gonna tell everybody that we're doing this. Y'all wanna come
I'm
watch
at the
us
wheel.
fight?
I see everything.
No, I'm
So,
going to getting everybody.
And,
I can see
and
what
just so
you're
you're aware, Echo, a captain doesn't have to necessarily be behind the wheel. There is other people who can turn
Yeah,
the ship wheel. But
Yeah, I know.
but like yeah, you get interest.
And then we're
there-
gonna.
Whoever's not actively doing something just starts to like crowd around on the deck of the ship.
Oh, and I did not tell Keltas, and every time like I got around her when I was telling people, I started whispering. I mean, so
Keltas.
she obviously probably knows, but I'm trying to hide it from her.
You're gonna.
This is a small ship. It ain't that big.
Oh, I know.
You're gonna brawl in the middle of it.
So
Mm,
like Keltas has not said anything to you, but she is actively just standing on like the small steps going up to the area where the
Mir-
ship's wheel is,
I know she.
and she's
knows.
just kind of standing and watching.
I know she knows. I'm just trying not to get caught next to her talking about it, because that's blatant. And I'm not trying to be blatant. All right.
Okay.
Tommy, you ready to fight? And I'm going to take him out to the clearest part of our deck where there's less things to bump into and hit.
Sure, you got a 10 by 10 cleared area.
That's big enough for me. Well, how do we want to decide who goes first? Want to flip a coin for it?
I'm assuming it'd be initiative.
Yeah, but I was just trying to be.
So
encouraging.
if you're doing yeah, so it's essentially up to you. Do you want to fight and go into initiative, or do you want to make this a contest of like I don't know, what's that slap competition that people do?
Oh no,
where
I
it's
want
like-
to fight.
Yeah, slap boxing.
So yeah, I've
Okay.
seen that. Okay, so we'll roll initiative, but I'm framing it as like we're flipping a coin. Whoever's initiative has higher is what the coin lands on.
Sure.
Dude,
I got a 15. So I said heads. and
Yeah,
it
you got a
landed heads.
Yeah, you got it. You got the initiative.
All right. I'm gonna look at Tom.
we need to get you a camera on that die.
Oh, you need one? Okay, I can
No.
try to. So we're gonna start trying to fight. My armor's not on, so my AC is much lower than it would normally be. And then an unarmed strike is gonna be
Chums
a
isn't.
D20 plus my. Oh, well, yeah. And hopefully he doesn't cheat and rage, 'cause that's cheating. So it's a D20
It doesn't
plus
matter.
my strength modifier to see if it hits.
Yeah, it's with a straight punch. Yeah, it's a D20 plus strength
Okay, that's what I.
because
How do you,
you are
roll
not
that?
proficient in unarmed fighting.
16 to hit.
That would be a hit.
All right. So what it would damage be like 1d4? 'Cause I'm not
Without being
proficient?
without being proficient, it's 1d2
Oh shit! I don't even have a d20.
plus your strength.
Dang.
You-
Okay,
the-
so I gotta
the-
do this
it-
one on
No, you
It's-
roll a 4.
You roll a 4 or flip a coin, either one.
I typed it. Did it not do it?
Yeah.
Oh, it did. Hey, I got a nat 1, but that's still a 5.
Okay, you have
That
you
doesn't
have
make sense.
I have a.
it's +4 because they have +4 to their strength. So, my question to you is: I know you guys said first to 3 hits. Do you want to set an so normally, I have been developing like a showmanship, like competitive, like fighting thing that doesn't actually just rely on your hit points.
Mm-hmm.
However, that's not done. So I
Darn.
didn't realize this was going to happen. So
Next time.
essentially, one of the things is you will have a stamina rather than health.
Oh, that's cool.
Do
Why do
you
I
just want to have a amount of stamina?
Yeah, we can do that if you
That-
want to give us both
okay.
an amount of
Sure.
stamina.
What is your Constitution modifier?
It's a 3.
16. No, 3.
Okay, so both of you have 15 stamina,
All right.
No.
and so now you're knocked down to 10.
And after
So what do I do for roll?
To hit, it's D20 plus your strength.
So yeah, I just kind of punched you right along the jaw, and then I stepped back, wiped a little sweat off my brow.
Sweating
Is that
already?
20
It's
plus
hot
Sweating
out.
already.
Yeah, 1d20 plus whatever your strength is.
Why isn't this thing letting me type? Alright, something's being funny here. Hold on. Just kicked me out.
Oopsies.
Oh. I'm over here. Duh. The 1d20. So it'd be the 3 or the 16?
Be 16
Say again,
plus 3? Or, oh.
It'd
Wait.
be-
Is that your strength
Did you roll with
modifier? Or is it
advantage?
3?
Yeah, your strength. So if you have a 16 in strength, your strength modifier is 3.
So it'd be 1d20 plus 3. If that's what you're asking.
Yeah.
So when you look in your character sheet, the big number in the box is your modifier. The smaller number in the oval is the actual stat.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll damage. You hit me. Where'd you hit me at?
And that's plus strength as well.
Yep, it's 1d2 plus strength. Okay, so 5 damage.
Oh, you got me too.
Funny enough, in this instance, your plus 2 damage due to your rage would also apply. But you have
I'm
not
not
raged yet, so yeah.
Just fair fight.
Rage is
He's
when he
raged
gets
and
low.
He's cheating.
So, go ahead. It's now Mira. And
Yeah.
like as these two have been trading blows, because it's like we're gonna pick a theater of the mind here. It's not just been one blow. It's been like jabs, and these are just two big attacks that have connected rather than just been blocked or parried.
We look like
And you just hear the crew like silent, silent, and then starting to shout advice and no, dodge there, like that sort of thing
All right.
to
So
give background.
I rolled 14 plus 4, 18.
That would be another hit.
Six.
Remember, if 6, okay. Yep. Rolling a 2 on a d2 and getting plus 4.
Woot woot.
Okay. So with this fairly, meaty thunk as you connect the few crew members, because it's really not that big a crew. You got 3 non-officers. So like you just got them like hanging out, and all 3 of them are like, ah!
Yeah.
You do have your passenger here. You do have Brazan.
And Shannon.
Shannon is not here.
Darn. That one does not hit.
Good.
First miss.
Oh no.
Just barely.
Okay.
My AC is
Agile
not
for
high.
you.
And so with the miss, you hear as everyone gets silent.
And I'm going to counter with an 18 plus 4, 22.
God dang, you're
Yeah.
getting some high rolls. That's
Bro,
another
this
hit.
is my lucky die. My
10 to
other
1.
one rolls nothing but less than 5.
Don't worry. She's using them all up now.
I know.
Don't say
Don't
that,
curse me.
man.
And a 5.
Finish him.
That would
What's
be
that a real
knocked out
finish?
at that point.
That's enough. Okay, so instead of being knocked unconscious, when you run out of stamina, you just are essentially out of the fight. You're knocked down,
Done.
and done. So that will be the end of that. There is some bruising. There is some, you know,
I'm going to reach my
Some-
hand out to Chum to pull him up. And as I do, I'm going to cast Cure Wounds when he takes my hand.
okay.
So that's... Do I
Good
need
fight.
to cast if it hits?
No, it's a touch spell,
Okay.
and it's not a target. It's not something that you have to like try to target somebody with to hit. It's
Okay.
it's
And I'm
A
not going
willing
to roll like
participant.
how much I healed either, unless you want me to, because it was the stamina.
No
I'm just
need.
going to take it off my spell slot. Say that I
yeah,
healed
no
it.
need.
Okay.
They're rolling staminas anyway, so.
Yeah. But I still wanted to use
Okay.
that spell on you to heal your bruises.
Okay.
So I'm just marking the spell slot off.
Okay. And as this is beginning to wind down, and you see, you look up and see Kaltes kind of just shaking her head, and with the snout of a dragonborn. It's an impressive snake. It's an impressive shake. As she glitters in the sun, and shakes her head at you, but then turns and moves on. But you hear from above in the lookout's position. Sail ho!
I'm not versed in the lingo yet. What's that mean?
That means there's a ship ahead
Oh. Oh. And I'm going to
or somewhere.
go put my armor back on. Because I don't know what's about to go.
And-
What's about to happen.
The lookout calls down to you, Echo. Sail to the southeast. Seeming to be approaching this way.
So that's something that got ahead of us. Or was ahead of us.
Delightful.
I'm assuming you look.
Yeah, instantly. I'm gonna stop
Okay.
looking at these two and look towards it.
Perception check for you. One of the things that is just common for a captain to have on a ship is a spyglass. So I'll say that you have the spyglass to be able to look out that far.
Yeah.
Okay. You do see a ship. It is a sloop of a similar size to yours. From what it looks like, it also only has the one ballista on the front. And it is sailing in your general direction. And you can see, with that, you can see the flag it is flying is a pirate flag. It is the flag of the pirate lord Harper the Swashbuckler. You would know Harper by reputation, as being the youngest of the pirate lords, the newest to earn the title. And he has arisen to the status of a pirate lord because he has his entire fleet dedicated to piracy. Like most of the other most of the other pirate lords have some that are smugglers, some that are legitimate trade, like any sorts of means of making money and consolidating their power. They use. Harper, his entire fleet is dedicated to piracy.
I knew that we're not flying a pirate lord flag.
And you do have a pirate flag. You're not flying under a lord's banner, but you do have a generalized pirate flag. To fly. That was one of the things that was given to you by the Black family.
Don't know if that'd make much of a difference.
Some other things that you would know via reputation about Harper, he is harsh in any sort of judgments or decisions that he is put in charge of. And he was rose to power based off of his knowledge of naval warfare and combat. So, like, he also has the second largest fleet of ships, meaning with them all dedicated to piracy, he is like the pirate lord in terms of like almost everyone in the area knows his flag. Because if you see his flag on the horizon, you know that there are pirates coming to get you. Now, in these waters, near you're not quite close enough to Looter's Haven for neutrality to apply. Neutrality on the sea only applies within like little more than viewing distance of Looter's Haven, to be honest.
Yeah,
but oftentimes pirates will not fight other pirates because, well, pirates, and they know that the pirates are able to defend themselves. And it's just not worth it most of the time.
well, this is one of the few times we need to fly this flag.
Oh, also something for you, so that you're aware of, Harper has taken up the role in his one of the reasons why he's noted as the Pirate Lord is he volunteered and has taken up the role of protecting the seas around Looter's Haven from the various governmental vessels. So, this is a bit far out than he normally sails his protection ships, though. So this is likely to be someone on a pirate run.
Who's in charge of the flag?
You. Anybody can run up the flag.
Well, I'm running up and changing the flag real quick.
Okay, so yeah, you run up the pirate flag. They're still a ways away.
Echo's gonna.
I think we
go
just
back up.
continue our course and see.
Yeah.
Okay,
If they
so
respond.
you're continuing in a more easterly direction, almost straight east, a little bit south from straight east. They seem to be coming from the southeast and heading northwest with the wind. They have the wind behind them. And some time passes, and like you're keeping an eye on it, and it's kind of tricky with how things look on the ocean. But you do, especially with that high enough perception roll, you do notice the ship continues to seem to face you, even though by this point, if they had gone straight and you had gone straight, then you would start seeing the side of the ship. So they seem to be turning you.
Of all the fucking things.
You gotta make sure the ballista is prepped and ready to go.
Sure, you got it.
I assume you told us that the ship is facing us.
Yeah, I'm relaying everything.
Okay, I'm gonna go and get Shannon and Brisson and tell them to stay below deck for now, just in case.
Okay.
And then I'm just gonna go on deck and look at my maps.
Fair enough. I did not ask downtime stuff yet, but we haven't reached that point yet. So
That's the only thing I really know what to do on board a ship, so that's what I'm gonna do.
yeah, time continues to pass, and this ship continues to get closer. It is becoming more and more obvious that they are coming to meet you. Normally, unless ships are trying to meet each other, they're nearby a port or something that would force them to be close together. Like, ships don't normally get that close. There's a lot of ocean. You don't gotta get close. This ship is now within a mile of you.
What the hell?
As best as you can guess, as best as you can estimate.
Yeah.
Not much we can do about him otherwise.
Correct.
So I guess let's prepare to greet them.
Greet.
I mean,
Or
you
fight.
could try to evade if you wanted to. I will say it may take you off your course because they have the headwind, so they are faster than you currently. But I mean, there's little shifts in wind constantly when you're on the ocean, but like generally the wind is heading from a southeast northwest direction, and you're tacked to reach that, but they don't have to tack because they're sailing in the same direction.
No evading.
Okay. I said yeah, and they're heading northwest. That's what I said, and you're heading east. Okay. So yeah. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah. Okay. So they begin to get within less than 1,000 feet, less than 800 feet, and they're still a bit ahead of you due to the way they've turned. They've turned ahead of you and are looking to get closer. Around the time that they get to like 400 feet, you see you're actually starting to pick out people now without the spyglass, although there's still little dots to your eyes. But with the spyglass, you can see someone steps up to the front of the ship and holds a cone to their face and begins shouting across the water to you. Help!
What's he saying?
He yelled hail.
What does that mean? I've never been on a ship before.
One of the crew looks over to you. That's a general greeting.
Oh, okay. So he doesn't want to kill us. He wants to talk to us.
If he
I
wanted
don't
to
know.
kill us, he would have already shot at us.
Okay. Well, see, that's good to know. I'm learning.
And Echo's gonna yell back. I don't got a cone, but I'll try.
Yeah, it's actually part of the ship. Ship stuff.
Oh, sweet. Cool. Well, I take out the cone and yell hail back.
You're the crew of the Svart Barn, correct?
Correct.
We seek parley.
He's gonna ponder for a moment. And he's gonna yell, "We accept!"
Okay. So, essentially, they're gonna come up relatively close to you, within like 100 feet or so they don't have to shout nearly as hard.
Yeah.
And then they're going to strike they're going to begin to strike their sails. They're going to begin to float in the water. Go dead irons.
Are we gonna do the same, Captain?
Strike the sails.
So with that, that same one, we've heard of some things and items that you may have been looking for, of interest to the
Perhaps.
pirate lords.
Do they have
And what's it to you?
Harper wishes to have the item. Do you have it in your possession?
Not
No.
currently.
Would you be willing for us to investigate that? Seeing as how we only have your word at the moment.
Go ahead.
Very well. Do you have, while we endeavor in this, do you have any clues on the whereabouts of the item?
At this point in time, no.
I see. And they, using very little sail, managed to pull up next to you. And you begin the process of lashing the two ships together so that people can walk across a few planks and such. Yeah, so this human male, middle-aged, very suntan skin, like scruffy hair, but scruffy short hair, as if like they deliberately cut it short and then have just, while they were at sea, they have not continued cutting it. And a somewhat like scruffy, like just not shaven. They look like they haven't shaved or trimmed their hair in a bit. But they approach the side of their ship. Permission to come aboard?
Permission granted.
Very well. And he comes across a plank to your ship with what looks to be another officer of his and one of his crew. My apologies for the inconvenience, but you have to understand, on orders from my lord, I have to be sure.
As this is going on, where they're standing talking, I'm just gonna kind of move closer to them, but stay at a distance and kind of sing a little song to myself, but loud enough where other people can hear.
Sure. Yep.
So
You begin your song. The captain doesn't seem to pay attention to you. The first mate doesn't. It, like looks over to you with a questioning face, but then looks away. The crew member looks at you panicked. That's a siren song, Captain. That's a siren song. Shut up. 1, she's on the ship. She's not a siren. 2, sirens wouldn't be amongst the crew. And 3, your superstitious ass thinks that everything's a problem.
I'm gonna wink at him a little bit and just keep singing.
He will not be affected by your voice.
That's fine.
He also, his hand doesn't leave the sword anymore. But like I said, I apologize for the inconvenience. But Lord Harper requires us to be sure that this object is not amongst your possession.
I expect as much.
And he calls over like 2 more crew and is like, go, and like sends all of the sends the 3 crew that he brought across to like go investigate. So you've had no luck in locating the object?
Unfortunately, not at all.
No. Well, do you have any idea on who brought the object to the Haven?
We have a small idea, but so far our leads are a work in progress.
Lord Harper requests that you share all progress you have made thus far.
That makes no difference to me.
Chum, it makes a big difference to you.
Yeah, I think my bosses will be passing this information on to the Lord.
So currently you're not going to stop it, but you're going to inform your lord? Yeah. Okay. So do you share your the truthful findings so far of like it seems like the person who was seeking it to return it or get it returned was Lucian Nightbreeze, and Brazan, who you now have under your custody, is the person who hired the people, etc., etc. Do you share all that, or do you share some of it?
Let me think for a moment. Remind me what the government themselves were called.
Gold keel merchants.
Gold. Yep.
So far, we're under the assumption that the Gold Kill merchants were involved. They want it back as much as Harper seems to want it.
The entire group of them?
The government themselves.
Well, that's a powerful item for our enemies to have. Do they seem to have made any further progress? Any more progress than you have?
Seems they're as stuck as us.
Very well. Steve's been treating you fine.
The ride
Right.
there wasn't as enjoyable. The ride back has been peaceful.
From what I understand, you're fairly new to captaining. You were sailing as a crew on a pirate ship, if I remember correctly.
Indeed. The highest rank I've ever had is boatswain. Captain is new, to say the least.
And you have primary crew of people just still gathering their sea legs.
Very new to the sea, definitely.
It doesn't bother you at all. He's making small talk as the
I know.
um investigation finishes. So he continues his small talk. Um, his three crew members come up. Didn't find anything like it describing the object, sir. Or captain, not sir. Very well. All right. Uh, did you share anything about Brazon?
I'm gonna call him a civilian in wanting to leave.
Make a deception check.
Can I help him? Because that is something I would very much likely to keep Brazan a secret.
Does your song allow you to do that?
I don't know. I'm just wondering if I could use the help action or just help him deceive this guy in some way.
How would you help?
I don't know. I'm asking if you have an idea. Never mind.
If you have a way to help, then I will give
The
you the help
song gives
action.
advantage on charisma checks.
That's just for me.
But that's just for
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, yeah, not giving it to me.
So yeah, if you have a
You don't
way
need
You
or
need my help.
something to
I don't need
something to. Okay. Yep. All right. So very well. Um, if you're looking to continue your investigations, we can bring him and his daughter back to the Haven.
We're already on our way there. You have far more resources to find this thing than we do. Probably better in your hands that you keep looking.
Well, once we found you, we're supposed to come back and report. So, honestly, I would suggest you hand those two over to us. We can get them set up in our neck of the woods with the Lord's blessing, and you won't have to worry about it, and you can go about your investigations.
I'd like to insight check him.
Sure.
16 plus 4, 20. Dirty 20.
He is not telling the truth. With a
I'm
dirty
gonna-
20, with a dirty 20, he wants those two off your ship. You don't know why, but he wants those two off your ship.
Hey, I've got some friends in Looter's Haven that I've already messaged. They've got a place set up for these two, so I'm just gonna take them there since I know them. It's no biggie.
Yeah, according to my crewmate here, they seem to enjoy these two. As much as it doesn't make a difference to me, they seem to have grown quite fond of these two.
Very
I'm
well.
under contract to transport them.
Very well. With that, our parlay is concluded. Have a good sail.
I'm gonna whisper
Safe
into
sailing
Echo
for you as well.
as he's turning around leaving. I'm gonna whisper to Echo. I think we might need to prepare ourselves for battle. I have a very bad feeling right now.
Trust me, the last thing I do is trust other pirates.
Alright, and then I'm just gonna leave Echo and go get myself ready and kind of like whisper to Chum and Noodle too. Wow. Echo does what Echo does.
Echo is going
Already
straight
prepared.
to why do I'm so bad with names. Our stowaways, if you will.
Brazan.
Brazong, thank you. I'm horrible with names. Echo is going straight to Brazong.
Sure. Both of your crews begin to unlash the ships that are keeping them together, and like basically make it so that the ships can detach and move apart. And you go and find Brazan, who is likely not on deck.
Yeah, no. I imagine he followed Mira's words and is now below deck.
So yeah, you go find him. Well, saw that there was people investigating. What's going on?
It seems the pirate Lord Harper, his fleet is interested now in the orb that your organization was trying to retrieve back.
That's not good.
It's the exact opposite. And I'm not too certain as to why. Could be just my untrusting nature. But they were very adamant on wanting you off the ship. And to go with them.
I don't want to go.
Well, lucky for you, I kept you with us. As far as they know, you're just a stowaway. Someone who wanted to leave the Gold Keel merchants and seek shelter in Looter's Haven. They know nothing of your, well, as far as I know. And since I told them nothing, they know nothing of your involvement with that organization or your former government.
My government is a strong way to phrase that.
Your former one, mind you. But
They even claimed them back then, but I understand what you mean.
now it's not just your former government that has eyes on you. Keep your head up. Especially since now that other pirate lords want this orb, it makes our search harder.
Very well. You feel a shudder run through the ship as the ships are pushed off from each other. And you hear someone call down, "Captain! Full sail!"
I must be heading back up. And he's gonna walk away. And back up deck. Full sail! And he's gonna go back up to the helm.
Okay.
Unless someone else has something to say.
Can I watch the other boat? I know that I don't know much about ships, and see if I notice them do anything that looks untoward. Like they could be trying to get ready to battle us.
From the looks of it, so they've had their ballista ready, just like you've had your ballista ready this entire time. So that's nothing new. And they had, just in case things went down, they had, their crew be armed. But it seems like their crew is slowly turning the ship without any, like, they're dead irons. They're still sails are all the way up, but they're kind of like turning the ship away from you so that there's no bumping.
Okay.
As
I'm just gonna keep watching them as I pretend to look at maps.
I'm gonna take inventory
just
to
so
make
you're
sure
aware,
nothing's stolen or out.
oh yeah. So both of you go below deck because the navigator's stuff is, the maps especially are below deck,
Oh, okay.
so that
Yeah, that makes
waves
sense.
and other.
Winds and water. Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, both of you go below deck. Captain, you begin to sail, and they begin to unfurl their sails behind you as you go ahead. And as they finish unfurling their sails, you see that captain come up with the horn again. They're about 100 feet behind you now, because they had just finished unfurling their sails. Parley is over, and you should have given me those too. Now they sink with you.
Echo's gonna smirk and instantly, just as I expected. And he's gonna yell to the entire crew, brace for combat!
As a final word or final saying before we get into initiative, that captain behind you calls out. Sorry, give me 1 second. Harper can't have anybody else looking for the thing. You understand.
Oop.
And
Echo knew it too.
That insight check was so helpful. I was like, oh, he's trying to kill us and save them. I see you. Only because Echo lies so good, I started to believe him. Alright, so we will be right back. We are a go. It has stopped working. Hold on one moment. This is, no, it's not you. It's, yeah, you can't hear any mud. Oh my, again, I have to delete it and remake it, so I don't know if this is really a viable option. This is silly. Unless it's working off the old. Okay, hold on. I might have actually fixed it and not realized I fixed it. All right,
Test 1 2. Test 1 2. Mic
it's
check.
working now.
All right. So, welcome both current and future viewers to our very first ship combat of the campaign. Now, I have spent a little bit of time going over with the players a more in-depth version of what I'm about to describe to you on how ship combat works. Ship combat, at its basic level, is that each ship has a captain. The captain will choose what action the ship takes during its turn. The ships have a certain amount of action points that they can use during their turn. So, captain will choose which of these actions they want to use, and then spend the action points accordingly. Ships must sail. They must go at least one hex a turn unless they are anchored or they are trying to sail into the wind, in which case they have no thrust forward, basically, so they won't be able to go anywhere. These actions, after they are chosen, the crew members, or more appropriately, the officers of both ships, will then choose positions to take on the ship, and they will give whatever bonuses or whatever training they have with what their positions on the ship are to the actions that that ship is trying to take that turn. For example, if the ship is trying to turn rapidly, that is a ship action that the captain can choose. Then the navigator of a ship can choose to be a pilot, or to choose to be the pilot for the ship, and add their bonus that they get from their training as a navigator to making the skill check to make that sharp turn. Ships have their own individual health and AC and stats based off of the quality of the ship and the type of the ship, and thus they will be able to fire upon each other with their various weapons, and that's kind of the basic rundown. One thing that I will mention is once a ship becomes damaged enough, it will get a status effect called Stressed. Once it's less than half HP, a stressed ship will have disadvantage on all attacks and all skill checks. Due to some actions, like the raise morale action from the bosun, can attempt to temporarily remove the condition, but the only way to permanently remove it is if you stop and repair your ship. The other status effect that I want to bring up is Derelict. Derelict is when a ship is at 0 hit points. Your speed becomes 0, and you can only spend action points on repairing. The ship begins to drift on the water, which may cause it to go in a random direction, and your ship will begin to sink every time it takes additional damage, or at the end of every round, depending on how I'm feeling. But yeah, and the only action you would be able to take while your ship is derelict is repairing the ship. So those are some of the status effects that I wanted to bring up, because they are fairly important. And with that, Captain, What actions are you going to choose?
Ooh. What will I choose? Well, I want to shoot at them.
Okay. So just in case, because I don't think I actually mentioned this, your ballista is located on the front of your ship, on the fore of your ship.
Yeah. Delightful.
So, in our little booklet thing that you can see there, on page 7, you have arcs of fire. Because your ballista is on the fore of your ship, the arc of fire your ballista have is towards the fore. That cone out in there. So you will need to turn your ship to get their ship within that arc of fire to be able to fire your ballista. Small arms is completely different.
That's my sheet. That's not the smart. There we go. Yeah, we need to turn desperately.
Aye, aye, Captain.
So every turn, you don't have to take an action to move. You'll be able to move based on the wind and your direction and all that up to your full amount of movement, which in your case is 6 hexes. There is certain actions like full sail or come about that will affect your move that you can take with the ship, but
Oh.
you will be able to move 6 hexes and turn 2 hex spaces during that 6 hex move, regardless of what happens.
Perfect.
Cool. And we do take up 2 hexes, correct?
Technically, you take up 2 hexes. In this combat, we're just gonna treat it like you take up the hex that you're on, because I have yet to figure out how to make the token take up 2 hexes.
Fair enough.
So the hex we're on plus the one in front of us.
Technically, yes. Which, in fact, would mean that ship is back there. Because there's 100 feet between you. So yes, which actions would you like to take?
Action-wise, I don't know if we'll be able to fully turn into them this turn.
I think you said you could do that.
Like completely though?
No. No.
If
I
you
was gonna say,
turn
You
twice
turn
to south, we would be in ballista view.
keep in
Yeah.
mind that you have to move a hex, then rotate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you move a hex, then rotate once, then move a hex, then rotate once.
Mhm.
And that's your 2 rotations that you get. So like you can't move 1 hex and rotate twice. It's only
Alright, I'll move up 1 and attempt to rotate south, I guess.
so right now no one's moving anything. You're just deciding on actions that you want the ship to take.
Come about looks nice.
Come about would give you a dexterity check to be able to get 1 extra rotation that turn. If you do complete that, then you could rotate around far enough to get your ballista in fire.
Yeah, probably come about and then, if it works out, attack.
Okay, attack with ballista or small arms?
Ballista.
Well, actually, you don't have enough action points to attack with small arms and come about, so yes. All right,
And
so
are
those
too
are the
far
2.
away.
Yes, those are the 2 actions that you are taking this turn. Now, additional point. Do you want to push the crew?
No.
Okay. So now, the rest of the the rest of the officers of your ship will choose positions on the ship that they can take to add their bonuses to whatever action you're doing. So, for example, the navigator can be as a pilot and give their bonus to the come about action. The gunner can act as the gunner and give their bonuses to the firing with the ballista. Anybody can take the lookout action, or to become a lookout, which will give +1 bonus to your AC, as well as being able to add or subtract your sailing die from your initiative bonus. Because sometimes you don't want to go first. So that's why you can subtract your sailing die from your initiative.
Okay. So
And there's a bunch of other actions that a bunch of other positions you can take as well.
I will be piloting the ship.
Chum?
Gunner.
Okay. And Mira? Or not Mira, sorry. You're already being a pilot. Noodle, you're gonna be a bosun? Okay.
Yep.
So, bosun, because you're claiming it now, you can do the raise morale bonus action. Oh, raise morale is a bonus action. You still have your action to do stuff.
Ooh, nice.
But yeah, you can do the raise morale bonus action right now if you wish, which will give all of their attacks and skill checks +1.
Do that.
So go ahead and roll me an intimidation or persuasion. And you do get to add your ship die. Or your sailing die.
Sailing.
Oh, 1D.
So in this case, it would be a intimidation or persuasion roll and add 1d4 as your sailing die. Okay, well, let me... Okay, you've succeeded on your check. So now every attack and skill roll gets +1 to the roll for the rest of the round. And that's all three of you. The other two officers. Your carpenter is going to be a carpenter. Surprise, surprise. Actually, sorry. My bad. No, the carpenter is going to be a carpenter. And your boatswain is going to act as a lookout. So now we go to initiative. So, Echo, I'll have you roll it because I'm rolling the enemies.
And it's
1d20 plus the dexterity of your ship.
0.
0. Delicious.
Don't worry, the bigger the ship you get, the more of a negative the dexterity is. Plus, either plus or minus the sailing die of your boatswain, which is 1d4.
Space, please, spacebar, work.
Okay. Well, they didn't want to go first, and they're definitely not going first. So, your ship takes your actions first. You get to, the pilot can move the token around. I'm fairly sure I have that set up correctly, so that the
Nope.
pilot can...
Absolutely not.
You-
I can't
you can't move it?
Nope.
Alright, well, for now, I will just control the ship, and you tell me where you want to go.
I'm gonna let Blazer tell you where we're going, because I'm just following orders.
Does the ship
Okay.
move before or after people's attacks?
I believe it is... well, in your case, you're going to want to move it before, because you currently can't shoot.
I meant for like Noodle's case.
Oh!
Yeah.
That
And
is
there's-
up... That's up to you.
Performing my acts as the pilot takes my action, right? Like, I don't get a combat turn.
Does it say it takes an action?
It doesn't specify, so I don't know.
If it doesn't say it takes a bonus action, it takes an action.
Okay, okay, that's what I was asking. Alright. So yep, I'm moving the
Um,
ship where Echo says.
So in this case, I would say because the ship is going, you can jump in when you want, when you're taking individual actions.
How many people would I be able to see?
How many people are you able to see?
Yeah, on the
Uh,
other ship.
Their full crew complement are on the deck.
Okay, so I can
So
see
you
pretty
see
much
9 people over there.
9 people. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do my bow and shoot one of them.
Okay, are you targeting which individual are you targeting? You have
Whoever's
you have the
steering.
captain. Okay, so you're gonna target the one who's steering. You're gonna target
Yeah.
their pilot. All right. With that, let me see if that hits.
And then you get a +1 on that from the bonus, don't you?
Yes, yes, you do.
15.
You mean tell me that that's not? Wow. All right. Yeah, we'll go with this. Okay, so you hit. You do hit.
Hey.
Yes.
Okay. And then since I hit him, I'm gonna put that on.
Okay. So you did 4 damage, and you get your extra D4.
Yeah.
Don't forget your split shot.
Yeah. I have that, don't I? So another D4.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've done 8 damage to them. I will say the captain is standing next to the pilot, so yeah, you can shoot at the captain if you wish.
Yep. I'm gonna shoot at him as well.
It's not going to come down to ship combat. It's just going to be Noodle killing the enemy crew.
They're picking them up. Hey, listen, there's a reason Echo had the most faith in Noodle. Above
Do I have
anyone
to
else.
roll damage for captain as well?
If you hit, yeah.
You have to roll a
To roll
hit.
again.
You have to roll to hit.
Do I do the longbow again?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, that definitely hits.
Jesus. Just say you want to kill them. Just say you want to kill them. Gosh.
Okay. So, yeah, there isn't a mark on this one, so yeah.
That would
Okay.
be- Yeah, okay.
Give me 1 second. Well, it's I need to write down these guys' stats or health points.
I would say Mark gets hit every time she hits a target, doesn't it?
She's gonna
Nope,
hit the
that
target
is
that is
when-
marked.
yeah, every time they hit the target that is marked specifically.
Until I kill that guy, that mark's staying on that one. Or I move it.
No.
Okay. So he has taken 10, and this one has taken
8.
8. Okay. Okay. Then, yep, that's your turn. So, I would probably suggest that the pilot goes next,
Mhm.
so you can swing your ballista around into range. Something for you to note, because you're taking a come about action, you do need to roll a dexterity check for the
Okay.
ship.
And do I add
Uh,
my sailing D4 to it?
You do get to add your sailing d4 to it. Also, remember, as a captain, as a level 2 captain, you can add your sailing die to any ship action that you wish.
Enjoy.
Echo. So you can do it on this, or you can do it on the attack with the ballista or something like that. But
I figured it was a once per turn, like one action per turn.
yeah, it's one. You can put it on one thing.
Yeah, okay. I figured that's how it worked. Okay. I'll trust the person with the sailing die. You don't get mine.
Alright. 14 plus 1, 15.
Okay, you succeed. So you get to. So no matter what, you're moving forward 1.
Yep.
Are you rotating right or left?
Right.
I would suggest right. Yeah, or port or starboard, I guess, or starboard or port, whatever. Then you move forward 1. I'm assuming you're rotating again,
Yep.
and then move forward 1 to rotate your third time that you got because you succeeded.
Oh, okay. That makes
You still have
sense.
3 hexes of movement left. Do you want to move anywhere?
Are we still in range for Noodle?
You are in
Yes.
far range, or no? Noodle's longbow is
150
ridiculous.
to 600. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
I
so
don't have to
you're-
worry about you at all.
Yeah. You're-
It's 150 to 600, so you're fine.
if you're if you are in range to fire a ballista without having disadvantage, you are in range for Noodle to fire with disadvantage.
I'm assuming we can fire the ballista before we finish our movement.
Yeah, that's the
No.
second action I took, right?
Yeah, the second action you took is firing the ballista, but you finish the movement and then fire the ballista.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing currently. Yeah.
Although I guess if it's anything like regular combat, then you can take actions in between you moving. Let me check here.
As I say, that normal combat, that's how it works, but ship might be different.
Ship is everything about it is different.
From what I've seen so far, definitely. Hey, why is the ship richer than me? What the hell? Why is the ship- Why-
Because you're not the one funding the ship. Your patron is.
41 G's? God damn.
Okay.
Mind you, we haven't been paid yet.
Yeah, because we haven't found the damn thing.
Well, no, you're getting paid for every
We get a
day,
daily
for every
pay.
day of sailing.
Oh, delicious.
I
That would be
pre-spent mine.
15.
Yeah, I was just saying, I heard someone's burning through their own
Pre-spent
funds.
yours?
Yeah, I spent money I
You-
didn't have.
You can't.
Handed it up.
You actually can't.
No,
do
no,
that
no.
if you
Of
don't
course I
have the gold.
No, I had the gold.
Oh, okay.
She
She's
just
more like she's
bribed. She bribed for fear and friendship.
In this instance, I will say, because there is not an official rolling that I can see, you will be able to fire on the move. I will say though, no, I'm not going to give you that caveat. You can fire on the move if you need to. But in this instance, you could not fire on the ship until you reach this point.
Yeah. Alright, well, I don't see the issue of moving forward one more time just to make sure Noodle's okay. Like, completely.
I'm good right where I'm
Keep
at.
in mind that the front of your ship is in front of where the ship is,
Okay,
Yeah.
so
like on the hex. So you are, yeah, you're there.
Okay,
That's
then
the
yeah,
front
no,
of your
we're
ship.
fine then. Okay, yeah, we're fine.
You're
then.
within 100.
Alright. Fire away. Have fun. And enjoy my dice while you're at it.
So that would be a. Where is it? I have to just roll a d20 right now.
So it's a d20 plus the skill of your ship, which is marked under the charisma stat. And then
3.
if you had a sailing die, you would also add that. Just so you're
So
aware,
1d20 plus 20 or plus 3.
1d20 plus 3 plus 1d4. Because Echo is giving the captain's sailing die to this roll.
Could Chum also add his if he wanted to?
Chum doesn't
Chum
have
does
it.
not have a sailing
Chum
die.
I was
doesn't
busy trading the
oh,
rest of the
that's right.
crew.
Thank you. Okay.
And plus 4.
But say he had one, he could as well, and so it would be
1d4.
2d4.
It's
It's
1d4, not plus 4.
Yeah.
So just roll 1d4 and we'll add 10 plus that. Okay. So because they have a lookout, that misses. Your total is 12. Because they have a lookout, their AC is 13, same as yours. So, in this case, that misses.
Okay.
And unless you want to use your 3 hexes of movement or anything, that should be your ship's turn.
See, but if we get too close, doesn't that put Noodle at disadvantage, right?
No.
Nope.
It's only when you're in melee that Noodle will get disadvantage. And Noodle themselves
melee.
have to be in... yeah, Noodle themselves would have to be in melee.
Like I said, I'm
Do we
fine
know-
wherever you put the ship.
Do we know where their gun is? Is it also at the...
Their gun
bow?
is also at the fore of their ship. Yes.
Delightful. I'm pulling up right next to them.
Okay. Keep in mind, look at the other actions that ships can do.
I'm out of actions, aren't I?
I know,
Things
but look
that
at what
they can
actions
do.
their ship can
They,
do.
Oh, yeah.
they can do the same
Really?
actions we can.
They can side slam us? Surely not.
There is a ram that just has to be... You just have to be adjacent.
Yeah, I was gonna say, damn, that's crazy.
However, to be fair, when they picked their ship actions, because they pick the ship actions the same time you do, they did not pick that.
Yeah, true. Oh, so they have to pick it at the same time as us. Oh.
Yep.
Okay, that's even handier
That's
to know. Okay,
awesome.
cool. I took a gamble then, because I had no idea about that. Alright, sweet.
So now they're gonna go. They have... Oop, nope, that's your thing. They're gonna move forward. Give me the correct ship, please. Thank you. They're gonna... Let's see. Move forward 2. Correct shift, please. Move forward 1 and rotate. Move forward 1 and rotate. They're still not in range of you, so the pilot will take that come about action because they also selected come about. And fail. So they're going to move forward again. They move forward one more. No, they stay where they're at. That will complete their turn because they failed their come about.
Now we're gonna do the same shit.
Okay, so now we're back to the top. And Captain, choose your actions.
If I wanted to get in ballista range, I'd have to come about again. No matter which way I turn, it wouldn't end up facing them without coming about. Yep, just the same actions then. Attack and come about.
Are you sure we need to come about?
In order to shoot him with ballista, yes.
The direction?
Or
No matter
random.
what.
Because couldn't we just do the 2 turns? Like go this way and then this way? That's our first turn and then our second turn? We're facing them.
No. Because you can only move one
That'd be
hex face at a time. So if you move
Yes.
forward 1 and then turn, you're facing over here. I can't
Okay.
ping.
I see.
You're facing this direction. And then you move forward 1 and then you're facing this direction. So yeah, you do need to come about to be able to get in.
Okay.
Attack and come about. Yippee!
Okay, I have their action selected. So now it's initiative, or sorry, it's picking rolls.
So our last rules fire.
Yes, each new combat round you can pick different rolls.
I will be turning the boat.
Yep, sticking with my same roll.
Most of the time, I imagine everyone will be sticking with their same roll, but it's more of a do you pick a different one?
Yeah, just in case. Yeah.
Um,
Noodle's able to shoot things while doing that. Because mine is a full action, I can't do that.
Well, yours is also a bonus action, but your action is choosing the actions of the ship. So
Yeah. Noodle has to be alone in the sniper game. I figured as much because I'm deciding things that is my action,
Well,
so
I
I
can
can't.
help too.
Can't stop and cast
I
spells.
give her advantage.
Yeah, trust me, I've thought about it, but I'm like, I don't think I'm allowed.
I'd say Mira doesn't have any buffs she can throw on Noodle,
I
does
could
she?
no, it's an action. I could guiding bolt and then hit the person, and then she'd get advantage on them. But that's.
Mm.
Really
but then
all
you
I've
can't
got.
pilot.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm piloting the boat.
Go ahead and roll your bosun roll.
Oh. What was that?
Persuasion or intimidation.
Oh, wait. Chum, remember, when the bosun roll is successful, you get a +1 to your attack.
Oh
So
my
you
god,
did
that would
hit.
have hit last turn. Oh,
No.
Go ahead and roll 1d8. 1d8 plus 2. I think is what it is.
That's 2d10 plus 5.
No.
no, that's against people.
That's the ballista bolts.
Yeah, that's ballista against people.
the
Ballista
one
Times
versus
above
2
ship.
on ships.
Yeah.
Yeah, ballista versus ship is 1d8 plus 2.
That's weird. That's not the information you gave me. Okay.
I know it. Once I investigated this ship combat more on
So
the
1d8.
on the Svart, on the Svart Von journal entry, you will see that there is a ballista versus ships and ballista versus people.
Since ship damage and people damage are people health and ship health are different.
Yes.
That's entirely why it's like that.
Oh,
Hence
okay.
the considerable amount
Yeah.
versus people.
So,
So they take 7 damage.
Solid roll.
They're at that. Okay. All right. So now, bosun roll for this turn. Noodle.
All right.
Intimidation or persuasion.
And now we know them if oh well.
Okay, so that is not a success.
Yep.
So you do not get the +1 to all of your stuff this turn. Now we go to initiative. Echo, I'll have you roll that. Because one of your other officers are currently taking the lookout position. And I'm not going to roll for both ships. Let me know when you're ready.
And the lookout means I get to choose between the neck. I think I have to go with that one again.
Oh.
so it's no longer the 1d, then times 2 on ships then.
Correct. It is.
Okay.
That was stuff that I was making up at the time in case we got in ship combat that night.
Okay.
Well, you go first.
This is a bonus
pilot.
action. I'm gonna do this to Noodle's bow.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Damn.
I didn't
Oh.
I didn't realize you had that prepared.
I
All
didn't
right.
know that was a bonus action. Yeah, I do.
I love the difference between. I love the
wanna
difference
hit
between you
things
two.
hard.
Okay. So for now, whenever you shoot with your longbow, Noodle, you have an additional +1 to hit and +1 to damage.
Okay.
All right.
Enjoy.
I'm hitting the hunter mark.
Hunter's marked one. Okay. Is that with the +1?
Yeah, that's what the.
That's,
Or-
No, I think
I
that's the
didn't
raw.
add the-
That's the raw.
so
That's
it's
raw?
12.
Okay.
Yeah.
With the +1, you hit. Without
I
Perfect.
fucking
+1,
knew they were.
you don't.
I knew they were. I was saying I knew they were a 12. I fucking knew it.
Let's go.
Okay.
Oh, and
And
then
then,
hold on. There you
an
go.
additional
Oh,
D4.
shoot.
Okay.
So in total
Okay.
6.
It's okay. You managed to knock the pilot off of the wheel because he dies.
Damn.
And I'm hitting the captain as well. And then I'm gonna put the hunter's mark on the.
Okay, so
+1 D4.
Very.
Nice 10.
That's a total of 10. Yeah.
yep.
Another 10.
Noodle, please.
So what I'm discovering.
This is
No,
buff the
no,
noodle
he's good.
comp.
He's good. He is fine. He is a ship captain. He is a bit more experienced and a bit more tough. But
He ain't
yeah.
feeling good.
He's not happy.
'Cause
I was gonna say, I think
that's,
he just witnessed his
17.
pilot. That isn't it. No, I think he's been hit for 20.
He's hit for
now.
20 points,
Yeah, I
yeah.
thought you
He's
hit him
been
for
he's
10
been
points.
hit for 20 now. Yeah.
Okay, now I'm
Oh,
gonna roll to move the boat. I'm using my ship dice.
And you're
Echo,
not
do you
getting-
want to add?
Oh,
Okay.
that's
No.
cocked. We are not
I'm
moving
sorry.
the boat that far. I got a natural one with a +1. So.
Okay,
Oh.
so you can only rotate twice. You do
Sorry,
not get your
guys.
full set of rotations.
That
So you have to
happens.
move forward one.
Yep.
Do you want to move any farther, and do you want to rotate before you go anywhere?
Yeah, we're still gonna get as many. Oh,
We could probably go this way better. And then they have to turn harder, right? To get to us, rather than having an easier chance if
Well,
we
at the
go
moment,
other
I don't
way?
think they can. I don't think they can turn at all this turn because
Well, they get regular.
They can
They kinda-
turn, but they cannot take a come about action.
So they can turn twice.
okay, yeah, they're restricted to twice, meaning we should make it harder for them to turn into us with 2 turns. Yeah, no, I like Mira's idea.
Go that way.
And then do you want to move forward again?
Yeah.
And I assume you want to rotate.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lost
And that
the-
is
where-
Turn that boat.
Zoom in more so that I can see the blue outline on the blue ocean makes it real hard to see.
I figured
Okay.
that's fair.
So you got 4 more space tiles if you want to move.
Move to
Actually, yes, you do have 4 more tiles. Basically, keep in mind that with the wind, it's blowing from south east to northwest. So if you ever face southeast, you will be in irons on your next.
Yeah.
turn.
So basically from. Do I know
So
my-
this way?
Yeah. So
from
yeah.
bottom right to top
Like-
left, essentially.
looking from the
Theoretically,
enemy
we already
ship.
would have been once.
No, because you turned.
We were facing southeast.
You were facing south because you did 3 turns, not 2. If you had done 2 turns on your first turn, then you would have been dead irons. But because you managed to make your 3, you were facing directly south.
Oh, okay. So it's a matter of where we end our turns.
It's a matter
Yeah.
of where you end your turn, not where you are at the.
I am really
the-
bad with directions, so if I recommend us turning in a place that makes us like that, please tell me.
Yeah.
Basically,
so currently,
keep in mind that the different directions. One is north. Like 1 is north.
Mhm.
Up.
2 is to the up and to the right. 3 is down and to the right. 4 is down. 5 is down and to the left. 6 is up and to the left. Currently, don't face towards 3.
Okay. Perfect. Thank
Yeah.
you.
yeah, so long as we're not pointing to the bottom right, we're fine. The moment we
Yeah.
point to the bottom right, we are not having fun.
Dead in the
All
water.
right.
Yeah, we were.
And
dead
if
in
you
the
were-
fucking water.
If you were in any other type of ship that didn't have the weatherly effect, then if you were facing 2 or 4, you would be moving at half speed.
Mhm.
Just so you're
Alright.
aware for future ships.
Okay.
Due to Nudo being so skilled, I'm not afraid to do this. I want to move 2 up, and then
2 up?
That's it. Yeah.
Okay.
Because we're technically 1 above, that makes us there. Okay. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. So their turn. They're gonna move forward 1 and. Oh, don't do this to me. Yep. There we go. Rotate 1. And then they're gonna move forward 1. Rotate 1. Then. They're actually going to. How smart is this captain?
He's in a lot of pain right now. Probably pissed off.
He is pissed off. But
He angry. A little bit, just a little angry.
His mind is clouded with rage.
If only.
no, he's gonna stop movement there. And they're gonna fire their ballista. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, they're within range for non
What a loser.
disadvantage. Skill of their ship is that okay? They do not hit.
Yep, definitely
They're
not. That is
losers.
definitely not a hit.
Okay. So
appreciate
That
then,
bolt sailed right over us.
well, actually, it's short and just plinks or like plumps
Into the ocean.
into the ocean. So yeah, and they're gonna end their turn there, as someone else scrambles to get to the
Pilot position.
wheel. Yep. So, back to the top. Echo. What actions would you like your ship to take?
Their positioning is demonic. I have to do the same actions. I have to do.
Let's turn
I have to do
about.
come about and attack. Yeah. Like this is the most come about I've ever needed.
Well, to be fair, it's really not.
No, but like no, the whole thing is to not end the turn in
in their ballista range, sure, okay, that makes sense.
not even just that. Like because obviously to turn into their direction means where are we facing? We'd be fighting against the wind.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
fair enough.
We need
Okay.
to come about to finish the turn not facing the wind.
Yeah.
So, with that, is everyone keeping their positions?
Yeah.
Yep.
We need you, Blondie. I will give you the 1d4 if I have to.
Okay, I
Bosun
definitely got
fails.
that.
God. Oh fuck! Chum doesn't have a.
No, we're good.
Fucking-
I got this. I
no.
switched dice. Here we go again.
Alright,
Oh.
yeah, no dice for you.
Noodle.
Oh.
Just so you're aware, the bosun roll you get to add your ship die to.
Oh,
I think.
would that be?
Let me double check that.
I assume so because it's a
Uh,
quartermaster
I was
trait.
gonna say, what about
no,
our
it's not
other
a-
officers?
Our other officers are. It's
One's being a lookout
For
and
their-
one's carpenting.
That's right.
Yeah.
Lookout adds to AC.
Yeah. One's being a lookout, and the other one's like carpenter because that's what they're trained in. But there's
Waiting
no.
to fix.
yeah, he's on standby.
Yeah, I would say because it's a action specifically for the quartermaster, you can add your ship die to it.
What's it?
The ship die is 1d4, so in this case, it's not going to matter.
Yeah, in this case it wouldn't save you, but you know, just
In
for
the previous
future use.
case, it still wouldn't have saved you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah, no, a
But
4
from
would
now
not
on,
save you.
No.
All right. Is Noodle shooting
Yeah.
first, or are we moving the boat first?
Oh, I'm
Well,
shooting.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Noodle
Well,
can shoot.
we
from-
need to roll initiative first.
That's
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Oh yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Initiative first, yes.
I'm just ready to turn the boat.
No, I get
I'm
it,
ready
I
to
get it.
shoot.
Yeah, I was gonna say Noodle. I
So-
think is our most vital role right now.
I mean, if you pick off enough of the crew, they might just fuck off and leave.
Exactly.
Oh my god, can I
You-
roll above a 4?
This
You
is
guys-
why I
I'm
stopped
just-
using those digital dice. They were killing me.
You guys go first.
All right.
Hey, we're doing
I'm
good on
trusting
our
you- I'm
digital
trusting
dice,
you,
though,
buddy.
mostly.
So it's
Okay,
an
so
11.
even with your +1, that does not hit.
Got it.
And I do believe because you didn't hit, you don't get. Or maybe I'm wrong there. Hold on, let me check.
As I say, you have to. I'd imagine it is on hit because it's a enhanced attack thing. Although,
Um. Uh. Ranger. Hunter subclass. Nope, it's just when you make a weapon attack. All right, you can
That
you
is-
can shoot
wow.
at the captain.
Again.
Oh wait, hold on.
Hmm?
Yeah, no, it doesn't even take a bonus action or anything. Just you just get another. Okay,
It's just a feat?
Mhm.
it's
Being
a
a
it's
hunter.
it's part of the hunter subclass for rangers.
Yeah, so just a
The
basically
hunter the hunter
Wow.
subclass for rangers has been slept on since the beginning of
Yeah, that's
ranger
right.
Basically
existence.
a second attack.
Yeah, I love this shit. I love this shit.
And wait, because when they get to level 5, they'll get multi attack, and they'll be attacking 3 times a turn. As long as there's as long as there's 2 people standing next to each other.
What a guy's name? Alright, shoot the damn captain.
Tell me physically, or actually tell me, because I'm not looking at my computer screen at the moment.
Yeah. We will. She's currently in the middle of making the roll. Just no, like
No,
longbow
I hit
attack.
I rolled a hit.
Yeah.
It's an 18 plus
Alright.
1, so a 19 to hit. With 5 plus 1 plus 1d4, so it's 7 damage.
I'ma assume a 19 hits him. I don't care if he's the captain. That is a fucking 19.
Noodle's a monster.
No,
Listen,
secretly the captain is a dragon and has a 21 AC and doesn't hit. No,
Hey, hey, don't. Knowing you, I wouldn't be surprised.
Arr.
Oh, come on. I'm not that mean.
Hey
You're level
man,
3.
my 21 insight check earlier would have definitely found out if he was a dragon.
So you think?
Yeah, you know.
So I think, right?
Oh my god. See, that's what I mean.
If that was what you were looking into,
True.
sure.
Yeah, true. Yeah, you were like,
That's
you were
not what
looking for
that-
I'm
that
gonna
was not
check
what you were
every
looking-
embassy. Is he really a dragon?
Okay. So 7 damage, yeah?
Yep.
Ow.
Ow.
Okay. And the first shot was on the pilot again, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're just gonna burn through. What is your intention? To just make them keep replacing the pilot?
Yeah. Yeah.
They're all red shirts.
All right.
That means.
So. Yeah. Continue your turn.
Yeah, Blondie.
All right, let's
trusting
do
you.
this.
I'm trusting you. I didn't throw
All
my
right,
dice on you.
A 13 plus 2 is a 15.
You succeed.
Yeah.
Amen.
Turning the boat.
I'm assuming you're turning it right.
Yeah.
Or
Fa-
starboard.
Yep.
Okay.
And then again.
Starboard again. And starboard again.
Whoa.
Wait,
Whoa,
can we
whoa.
move forward before we do that?
Oh,
Just
okay.
in
Yeah.
case. Just in case, you know.
So that's 4 tiles moved, so you can move forward 2 more, if you wish. But
I would ram them.
Yeah,
It's
we don't
not-
have
you know, you
any AP for that. Yeah.
you wouldn't be ramming them because you didn't take the ram action, but you would be
Yeah.
close to them.
Which I highly
Right now
doubt
we're only
they're
one
going
tile away from them, so
Trust me, I've been thinking about the ramp. I've been thinking about it.
so my turn to roll.
Oh,
Yeah.
with Blazers 1d4, right?
Yep, correct.
Or Echoes 1d4, excuse me.
No worries.
Okay, you get to add your 1d4. Nope.
Damn.
Lord have mercy.
Need some ballista
Flop.
skill.
Flop into the water.
It's all up to Noodle. Our only hope.
Wait, hold on. You rolled the damage, not the attack.
Oh my god! Safe haven!
Oh. Whoops. Alright, so...
Yep, well.
Nope, never mind. Not a safe haven. Just shoot me in the mouth. I don't know. Like,
Okay. Unless you want to move your final 2 squares.
do I
It's
take
gonna
the
be different.
gamble? That's literally the question. Do I take the gamble? Nah, they're just gonna move away from us, though. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm a marine stationary.
Okay. They're going to move forward 1, move forward 2, and rotate. And then because they can fire at the back of your ship, so essentially you got basically the fronts of your ships are touching, but the arc of fire starts from the hex in front of the ship.
Yeah, no, it does graze us. Yeah, it does. It's unfortunate, but it fucking does.
So they're gonna fire. I fired! And I
damn
fucking
it.
hit!
Oh.
That is
Ooh.
a
That's
hit.
what he was rolling bad
Okay.
for. He was saving up.
Okay, so it is roll 1d8 plus 8 because it's crit, plus 2 because of the strength of the ballista. Well,
Love that for us.
they
Still,
Sweet.
they rolled
We
the
needed
lowest they could, which was 11.
you know what? Yeah, that was needed.
Just so you're aware, half health for you guys is 16.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that is when you become stressed.
We don't need Noodles rolls to cure us of that the moment we get there. If we do, I guess.
And then they're
Sweet.
going to 1, 2. Let's see. At that point, you wouldn't be able to. Yeah. Nope. Wrong ship. Give me the right ship. That's still the wrong ship. How the fuck are you grabbing that ship? That ship. Thank you. 3. They could go one more. But they're not going to. Well, they are going to. Just so that you can't just choose to ram them.
But it doesn't save them from Noodle.
It doesn't save them
Nothing
from
will.
Noodle, but nothing saves them from Noodle.
Yeah, nothing will. She can see the entire ocean at this point.
Noodle's range is 3 hexes away from your ship without disadvantage. 6 hexes away from your ship with disadvantage. Like, that's half the map.
It's big. It's big.
We just
All
need
right.
a ship full of longbowmen.
Honestly, though.
That's what they did in ye olden times.
Yeah, as I say, it's just rain hell. Yeah.
Before siege weaponry was a thing.
I need to watch it.
Alright.
Alright, so top of the round.
Due to this captain being semi-smart, should I rely on these ballista hits? I'm kidding.
You gotta try.
Yeah, I know. Oh, trust me, I'm gonna keep trying. So yeah,
You
this is
could
the
do
same
small arms.
Are they in range?
Yep. Small arms
Yeah,
is
they-
3 hex range. Essentially, you hand your crew a bunch of longbows and give them like fire arrows and stuff to do actual damage to the ship.
2 AP. And they can shoot that from anywhere as long as they're close enough.
Yep, it
In
is
Noodle's
any
range.
direction. Yeah, it's any direction. So it's essentially Noodle's range. Yeah,
Okay.
but it takes both
you
of your
know-
AP, and you can't
Yeah.
rotate.
Can't rotate at all?
We get
Well,
two.
you can't rotate an extra one.
Yeah. I figured. Okay.
So you can't do a come
You know
around.
Let's have some variety. Let's have a little variety. But first, I do want to like do my best to face them as much as I can. Although,
His naval combat
We could
is
attack first and
completely
then move.
is
what I'm
completely
thinking.
affected by the fact that both of these ships have weatherly and can ignore anything but direct head-on.
yeah, literally, as long as you're not facing bottom right, you're fine.
Yep.
All right.
We
Well,
have
yeah.
to roll initiative before we choose to.
Well, no, you choose actions
we have to
and then
choose,
choose
yeah.
positions and then roll
Yeah,
initiative.
you know what? Let's have some variety. Let's do small arms this time, and then
Okay.
that's my decision.
All right.
Initiative.
Then. Yep. They have their choices selected, so now it's going to initiative.
I don't like that Mutt gets to hear my decisions, but I can't hear his. I hate it.
Uh-oh. Mutt rolled good.
It doesn't affect my decision.
Okay, I didn't think it would because you're not like that, but like
Just
just like
rolling.
the combat in me is like,
I understand, but to be honest with you, you could not tell me your decisions until after I'm done making mine, and it wouldn't change anything. It's just I am doing it this way because I am reminding you to make the decisions, and if you have any questions, you can ask. And all that
no, I got zero issue. Like at all. It's entirely just like
rolling-
funny.
Roll initiative.
Yep. I fuck.
Oh wait, is
And-
is Noodle inspiring or whatever doing?
Oh yeah, but
Oh,
Bosun does get their chance.
It's a good thing I
Oh,
fucked up my
perfect.
roll.
Since
Go ahead.
persuasion didn't work last 2 times, I'm gonna do intimidation this time.
Hey.
And it worked.
Oh,
All right.
This wicked was team.
Everyone's so scared of your accuracy that they're like, I don't want to
Yeah,
be
you-
next to it with an arrow in the ass.
Yes.
All right. So you get a +1 to all skill checks and attack rolls,
You're welcome,
Which-
everyone.
includes the initiative.
And then Chum also gives a +1 to himself.
Oh, well, when we get to shooting, yes.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you need to roll initiative.
All right.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh,
So you go
finally.
first. They're going to roll their color out.
Fine.
And make it. And they're going to fire their ballista. That will hit.
Mhm.
And do 4 damage to the ship. Or almost a stress level. Also, never forget, you could try to board them.
How does that work? Because I did think about that, but how does that?
Basically, the easiest way to do it is to ram them, because then both people become anchored, and when you're anchored, you can't go anywhere.
Mhm.
So then, because you're right next to each other and anchored, you can just board them. So ramming is a good precursor to boarding.
I don't know
The
how
other
that works.
option is you can do a skill check. If you get up right next to them, you can do a skill check to try to throw grappling hooks and stuff onto their ship and lash onto it.
Okay, okay, there's 2 options. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. I love having more versatility. It's my favorite. Alright, well, I'm guessing that.
I'm gonna
Do you
shoot.
want to move anymore?
That
you-
will conclude their turn because they don't want to get in ramming range in case you chose ram.
Alright, sounds good.
I'm gonna shoot the captain.
Yeah.
Before that, I want to cast Guiding Bolt on the captain.
Sure. You guys can
Oh,
take
yeah,
your.
you didn't-
You guys can take your actions in any order you wish.
Okay. Because if I hit, it'll give you advantage on
Mm.
your hit. So this is 1d20.
Oh, she already rolled a
plus
19.
Maybe they roll a natural 20.
Yeah, that is true.
Go ahead and
I
roll your
just
attack there,
rolled a
Mira.
15 plus 4, 19 to hit.
That hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
I think it's 4d6.
4d6.
Yes. Okay.
It's one of the best level 1 damaging
I love
spells in the
this
game.
spell. All right,
Okay.
6
The
plus
guiding
2
bolt is-
plus 1 plus 2. So 11 damage. And anybody hitting that target
Okay.
gets, or the next person that hits that target gets advantage.
Your next person to shoot at that.
Yeah,
target, yeah.
that's what
So, go ahead and
Did you
roll
shoot the
again,
captain?
Noodle.
With
Uh,
advantage.
Just a,
Well, no,
just
Just
a,
roll one more
don't-
time.
Just roll 1 because you already have the 19. So this is basically just to see if you crit, because the 19 hits. Okay, you
Oh.
did not crit. Okay. So then damage was 3 plus 1 is 4 plus 1 because of the enchantment
Oh,
on
that
the thing.
was she
so
hitting the pilot or the captain with that one?
that was with the captain. They said
Okay.
they're firing the captain first.
Okay,
Mhm.
that's what I was checking.
So you do 5 damage to the captain. He's not happy. And
then
are
that
you
second
firing at the
one-
pilot?
Yeah, I believe that's the one that I shot last. The one that I
You
did.
missed the pilot last time.
Okay. I thought I missed the captain.
No, you hit the
No,
captain
you
last
hit
time.
the
You missed the pilot.
Okay, then yeah, I'm gonna shoot the pilot.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Ah.
Yeah, you hit. 6 plus 1 is 7. Yep. Okay. Pilot's not looking good. Um,
and with that, small arms.
yes. So, Gunner can roll that.
What do I roll for that? Just a 20?
Yep, it's 1d20 plus your strength. Or sorry,
Plus the ship strength.
yeah, plus the ship strength.
Which is 2.
Ooh.
That's a crit.
Good hit.
I was gonna
Okay.
say you get my dice this turn, but you don't fucking need it. Yeah.
Okay, so you get your damage is because of the crit is 1d6 plus 6 plus 2. Oh, you're right. When you're shooting to hit, you're adding the skill of the crew. When you're rolling for damage, you add the strength of the ship. So for next time, because you crit this time and it didn't matter, but
It would be charisma for the roll to hit.
yes.
Okay,
Mm,
sounds good.
okay.
And then strength or just
So,
DPS. Okay,
You
cool.
said 1d6.
Plus 6 plus 2.
1d6 plus 6 plus 2. Because you crit, you get a 6 automatically.
Everyone's talking to each other. 1d6 plus
6 plus 2. So 1d6 plus 8.
Did not work. you put a few too
You,
many.
you put a
space
you,
bars.
you put a space in between the 1 and d6 and
Oh.
a space between the 6 and the plus 6. No spaces anywhere in there.
So 1d6 plus 6 plus 2.
There you go.
Another crit.
Max damage.
Nice.
That's max damage.
Okay. Suddenly their ship ain't looking so hot.
Now let's move.
Their
So
ship
well
is
played,
officially
heroes.
stressed.
Alright. We're gonna move up one. And more or less just do our best to try and...
Where are you rotating? Yeah.
we're gonna rotate towards bottom right. I know, scary, but give it a second. Move up
I'm
one,
assuming.
and rotate instantly. Yeah.
Are you moving anywhere else?
Move up again.
How many more hexes can we move?
And again.
3 more.
3 more.
2 more.
And again.
1 more.
And we stay there.
Okay. All right, we go to the top of the round.
What are we doing, Captain Sir?
We don't need to come about again, assuming I roll better than Mutt. Let me check our stats again. Let me see. Okay. We don't have to come about. Small arms worked out. I really want to get a ballista hit, though. Like, I'm fiending for that. Alright, we're gonna do ballista attack and repair. Oh, wait, no, repair's all AP. Shit!
Yep.
Okay. Fuck. It's either do I trust in Noodle's rolls, or do I
And their ship is stressed right now.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Yes.
they're probably repairing.
Do I trust in the Noodle, or not? I have faith. I have faith. Oh my god, there's too much versatility, there's too many options. I'm clouded. There's so many
Yeah, we
options.
can
Do I
also
go?
ram it.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, do we go
Because
for
if
it?
we turn, yeah, we could straight ram that, right?
Yo, oh yeah. We could.
If you
And
go
if we
first,
get-
yeah.
And
Yeah,
if
we
we
can go
get
first.
Chum and Mira on that boat when they're already outnumbered. Ooh.
Yeah, they are currently down a crew.
They're currently down a crew. One of them is almost dead, and the other one has taken so much fucking damage. He's got to be like 2 hits, like two
he's at least
successful
bleeding
attacks
pretty
away.
good.
Yeah, he's bleeding. Like, you know, we ramming.
So you're ramming?
Yes.
Okay.
Roll big, roll big, roll big, roll big.
I literally
Positions?
roll.
Are positions staying the same?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not
Alright.
doing it.
Um,
I'm
does
standing
Noodle need to
by.
roll?
Yeah, Noodle, you're up.
We're all
Oh,
scared of her.
ooh, that's what I need.
These little gerbeens are scary.
That's what I'm saying.
Even though I'm scared of everything.
What? That's illegal. You were supposed
I
to roll
have to
low.
roll again.
No, that wasn't the initiative. That was something else.
Oh, they're doing it too.
They also bosun.
They're stressed right now. They kind of have to.
And they succeeded, damn them. Alright, well, with our bosun complete, I'm ready on your call.
Ready for initiative?
Damn.
Oh,
Plus
well.
110.
it's-
Good try.
Okay, so they go first. Yep, it's normally a dexterity roll. Okay. a full sail. One,
Are they running away?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
They are.
These cowards!
Noodle is just too scary. I don't know. Noodle, and also they did get stressed before we did. To be
They
fair.
are too far away from me, just letting you know.
Captain,
No,
do
we're
we
not
want to
chasing that.
pursue or go home and
We're-
repair?
We're not giving chase. We're not giving chase. No.
Are you sure?
Trust me. As much as I do love the bloodshed, Echo is not on the Nemesis, so he doesn't have as much faith.
So, what's your actions?
Full
So
sail
we're-
too. and-
we're-
Well, we can't full
Well,
sail.
no,
but we
you
can move.
can't full sail now because you've already chosen your action. So, what's your move?
Oh. We're just gonna keep going. Just full move.
Since we're facing the
2,
direction
3,
we
4,
started
5.
Yeah,
in.
we're facing the direction we want to go. Yeah, like we get to leave. Combat complete.
Nope, we still got one more round.
Oh my god! Wait, what?
You
Am I
can still
gonna
turn
get
around. They
True.
can still get turned around. They can still turn around. You don't know.
Yeah, you know what? Fair play. You're right.
That can end our turn.
Yeah, so we're to the
Yeah,
top
that-
of
that-
the captain's choices.
Full sail.
Okay.
We've been given an opening, and I'm taking it.
Bosun.
Do your thing. Oh my god, this turbine! The most terrifying thing on the planet.
There's a ring. There's a pirate lord Turbine.
That'd be
Maybe
the
we really do
greatest
have
thing
the
ever.
pirate
A
lord.
pirate lord turbine. A pirate lord turbine. That would
You have no confirmation of whether or not that pirate lord is a Turbine.
Starting to
Nah,
get
I know.
suspicious.
Going to initiative.
Yep.
Well, I'm not going first.
We getting the hell out of here. Keep going. Off the map. Goodbye.
Off the map. All right. With
That was
that,
fun.
he's gonna go there. He's gonna go. Where's? Yeah, hit the thing for me. There we go.
That may have looked a little silly.
Slide to the right.
Yeah.
Take it back now.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4, and then they do that.
Oh.
Let me see. What is? Yep. They double up on this. Ah, do they still fail? Repairing. That was repairing work. Oh, yeah, no. They fail. Alright. Because it is a check. So they, you don't see this because you're too far away, but I guess you get to know that they definitely failed their repair check. That will end the combat at that point.
Yeah, because I'm gonna just full sail again and I'm gone. Like, goodbye.
All right. We're going back to the map. Alrighty. So that was ship combat.
I
Fun.
Fun.
really
Yeah.
enjoyed it. I
I
really
enjoyed it too.
Gee, I wonder why you did, Noodle. Tell me. Why did you enjoy it?
Glad we have a ranger.
Literally.
Little sniper. All right. With that, it is well past the time that we normally stop, so I believe the end of this combat will be a good stopping point for tonight's session. So, thank you all for watching, both current and future viewers. Thank you to my players for playing this wonderful game with me, and have a good night.
Have a good night.
Good night.